How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Paradise Outdoors. Today I'm going to be going over part 2 to the series, my top 3 big bass lures. Today we're going to be going over my top 3 big bass finesse baits. Here we go. Now, if you guys have been wondering why I haven't been posting for a while, it's because school started. Obviously, got all this stuff on here, monitor, just binder, bits and bobs. So, school started. So that's why I haven't been posting lately. Sorry, but we're going to start posting every other Saturday during school starts. And then you may see it not been posting, or we may keep it every other Saturday. We know that if we try and post every week, our videos are just going to be crap. So hopefully every other Saturday will work out. Who knows? And a little note on the future is that we are going, as you guys know, hunting season has begun. Bow hunting for deer, elk, bow hunting season, and grouse is open. Chukar should be opening soon. Tons of birds. Everything is opening up. So you guys are going to be start seeing something that Hayden and I are very passionate about, which is hunting. As you guys know, fishing. So hunting videos are going to be coming out. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. In fact, a little sneak peek is tomorrow I'm going to be heading out. So when you guys are watching this, which is on Saturday, I'm going to be out in the woods, elk hunting with my dad, filming. So you guys should see that video coming out as soon as possible. Hopefully it'll be a banger. Hopefully we can get in some elk. Wish us luck. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into my top 3 big bass lures. So, number 1 on my list, this is in a particular order, unlike most of my videos. The Goon Baits Rattling Net. It's little, it works great up here. Now, I'm going to try and make this video short so that most of you viewers, according to YouTube statistics, are under the age of 18, which means you have school probably. So, I'm going to make this video quick. The Goon Baits Rattling Net. It's great. It's super tiny little finesse bait. That's the size of it on my hands. If you're thinking of getting this, I'd get it in Canada Craw. It works great almost everywhere. It's a very natural color because some of the colors of craw are dark. Some of them are lighter. Well, this has both. It's great craw. It works great up here. Has this rattle. It gets the fish's attention. I talk about this so many times, how you need something that gets the fish's attention. And then you need something that still has the amazing shape, which Goon Baits was able to do. There's some baits that have an amazing shape, smell, and color, but don't get the fish's attention. This is an all-in-one. It's great bait. Definitely worth the price. Caught a lot of big bass on this. Now, this is great for catching a lot of like 2s, 3s, not giants like 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, etc. There's some better baits for that, but catching just decent-sized bass is number 1 on my list. Now, this for finesse baits from Thanksgiving up to the beginning of March down south, up here all year round. This thing catches ginormous bass. It's a tiny little, and I'm not talking about smallmouth. Yes, this catches giant smallmouth. My personal best smallmouth was caught on this thing. It's amazing, but this is largemouth. It catches giants. It's so slender, like the bait. I talk about so many times that you need to match the bait. Well, this thing matches baby bass and the baby bluegill that are getting about to this size. Has this nice twitchy feature. It's more slim here and then wider out here. Perfect to resemble the fin. It's just perfect. And I talk about getting the fish's attention. This thing creates vibration in the water just like the rattle does. Gets the fish's attention. So this is just great. I'll pop a picture right here of this giant bass that I caught. I caught this at a local pond. As you saw, it's a giant on a little drag and drop with 4-pound Berkeley Vanish. Yes, 4 pounds. Yeah, and let me tell you, that took me like 3 or 4 minutes to fight. It's a giant. Been trying to catch that fish. I saw it cruising a few times. And I knew that there were some giants in there. I'm pretty sure there's some 8s and stuff. Giants in there. Caught it. Fought it forever. I'm surprised it didn't snap my line. My 4-pound test, and I caught it on a rod like that big. Not very big. About the view shed of that you guys are watching. So, yeah, that's drag and drop. It's amazing. I like to actually keep this during these colder months about that a foot to a foot and a half off the bottom. A lot of people think that you shouldn't do that. I know I've just had more bites just doing that because a lot of the time, at least the lakes that I fish have a lot of timber down there, just tons of different little structure things that you can get hung up on. And I like to have my way above that. And because if you guys don't know, bass, so the idea with fish is fish can see kind of like this. They're not really able to see below them very well. So they kind of see like this. So if the bait's up here, it's just as good as having the bait right here because it's still right in their view shed. They see different. They see up because of predators. That's usually where the bait is. It's just that. Same thing with crappie. So having this bait up there is really important. Now, to move on to the Goon Baits Slim Shade. This thing is a 6-inch worm. It's a giant bass catcher. I throw this thing year round. Throw it wacky rig, shake head, drop shot. I throw this, if there's a lot of small bass in the pond you're fishing, I'll upgrade to something like this because I think it can weed out some of the smaller bass, which is sometimes pretty important in big bass fishing. In fact, it is really important. And if I'm throwing this, I like to keep it at least 1 foot 6 inches above. So I like to keep it like way up here so that it's dangling, doing everything, not being obstructed by anything. That's just my way of doing it. I think it works the best. This is just a great little bait though. It's super, super duper, like, I don't know how to put it, just flimsy. But what it's great, it has unmatched action. It's not very durable, but works great. Sometimes you have to sacrifice that to catch more fish. So, that's Goon Bait Slim Shake. That's going to be it for today's video. As I said, trying to make it short and sweet for you guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.